But I think that if we're not careful when it comes to this idea of God not giving us more than we can handle, it's dangerous theology, because we tend to believe that God's desire is only for our comfort. And when I look at Scripture, I don't see anything about comfort. I see that God calls us to die. It's the call of Christianity. And what tends to happen is that when things get difficult or God calls us to do hard things, we begin to think that He's not concerned or that He's not for us. But in fact, Jesus promised that we would have trouble, that we would have trials. In John 16:33, it says, "These things I have spoken to you so that in me you may have peace. In the world you will have tribulation." I know that's not encouraging, but it says we will have tribulation, but take courage. I have overcome the world. A common theme I do see in Scripture is that God always gives us more than we can handle. If you think about this, when God raised David, He didn't immediately give him a crown. He gave him Goliath. And I think that God is more interested in our character than our comfort. And Jesus connects following Him to dying and not comfort.
That's really good.
Yeah.
So, again, that's sort of the context of that passage in Corinthians. But here is the lie again. It's this: God will never give you more than you can handle. But here's the truth. That's a lie. Here's the truth: God will never give you more than He can handle.
Oh, that's so good. Yeah.
That is the truth right there. Because the reality is if we could handle everything on our own, if He would never give us more than we could handle, then guess what? We would never need God.
Yeah.
There would never be a moment in our lives where we would ever feel like, I need to trust in God in this, or I need to rely on Him because I simply cannot do this anymore. Which means this has way more to do with Him than it has to do with us.
Yeah, it's good.
Which, by the way, every single thing that we look at throughout Scripture, the first question we should be asking ourselves is not, what can I learn from this? It's, what could I learn about God from this? Which is extremely, extremely powerful. So He doesn't always, or He also doesn't promise us this, that we'll only face things that we can handle. If we were to be able to handle life on our own, again, we would not have any need for God. Often the biggest blessing of being in over our heads in life is that we have an opportunity to rely on a God who can take on anything and everything.
Yeah.
He is able, and He can actually handle it all. Isaiah 41:10 says this: "Do not fear, for I am with you. Do not look anxiously about you, for I am your God, and I will strengthen you, and I will surely help you.